and then perhaps we'll wrap it up. There are a couple of questions on Egypt, which I will take. There's a question about tariff increases, and the question is: Are these part of the IMF program? So I will take that, and there's a question about foreign reserves, and there's a question about the staff report and documents. So 3 questions on Egypt, where I think that our board recently approved a $12 billion extended fund facility to support Egypt's economic reform program. On the tariffs issue, what I can say is the recent tariff increases were not part of the IMF program. While we understand that the increases are compliant with Egypt's obligations to the WTO, increasing import tariffs is usually not the best policy to improve a country's balance of payments or fiscal position. The question on foreign reserves: what's the IMF's view on the increase in foreign reserves? Rebuilding international reserves is one of the objectives of the program, and the recent increase in the central bank's reserves reflects external financial inflows, including from the IMF, which I just mentioned, but also the World Bank, the United Arab Emirates, commercial banks, and others, part of those external complementary financing assurances that have been secured by the Egyptian authorities to close the overall financing gap. Going forward, maintaining a flexible exchange rate regime, which is part of the program's objectives, having an exchange rate determined by market forces, will improve Egypt's external competitiveness, support exports and tourism, attract foreign investment, and again, will enable the central bank to rebuild its international reserves. And on the question about the staff report, I can tell you that we expect that staff report and other program documents to be published very soon, within the next few days. So that's one more important communication that's going to be forthcoming from the IMF, as I mentioned, over the course of the next week. There's a question on Italy that I